What's going on, guys? It's a great day in the market. I'm just kidding, we're having a horrible day out there, extremely red. Crypto market globally is under $1 trillion market cap. We're going to look at the TradingView heat map, see what's going on there, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to send some hopium your way. You know, the sentiment is just so horrible, but to me, it makes me extremely confident that now is the best time to buy. It is time to buy. That being said, will things go down 10%, 15%, maybe 20%? Sure, they can. But will things over a year, 2, 3 years go up 100% even more? Yes, I think they can. So right now, I'm not really going to go over any stocks specifically in this video, but I will say, you know, I am definitely buying my high conviction plays, my indies, my clean sparks, my charge points. There's definitely some large caps out there looking good. You know, PayPal, Amazon starting to look good. Apple, if it can come down, I'm really eyeing Apple. But let's get right into this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's go check out TradingView's heat map, see what crypto is doing. And I've also got a chart to show you just to give you a little bit of faith during this market. And just look at this sea of red. It is a great time to be a buyer. I'd say roughly 8 out of 10 people are very negative. And it's usually times like these, you know, it's times where the max fear, you know, it's the times where people think the market's just going to keep crushing. You know, people are starting to call out ridiculous numbers like a $5,000 Bitcoin, like Tesla going under 300. I mean, could Tesla go under 300? Maybe. Will I be picking it up in the 400 to 500 range? Definitely. So you do have to consider, you know, at some point you can't be scared to pull a trigger and buy the stocks that you love. And the same can be said for crypto. I mean, look at Bitcoin. We have a 17% drop in the last 24 hours. It seems to be just absolute chaos. We've got issues here with Celsius. Of course, we've got the UST issues that, you know, that seems like already history. But I mean, just look at how many great cryptos, in my opinion, have dropped. I mean, look at Cardano. If you would have told people that Cardano would be sitting at 45 cents, you know, a year ago when this was almost $2, $3, people would have mocked you and just, you know, made fun of you to no end. But would you believe it? Cardano is sitting at 45 cents. I mean, if you're not buying it now, when are you going to start buying it? You know, Bitcoin's sitting here right under 23,000. If you're not buying now, when are you going to start buying? You know, if you were buying at 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, what made you change your mind and not want it now when you wanted it back then? Were you just, you know, into the momentum? Or do you just like things when they're green? You don't like to see red? I mean, in reality, guys, it's all about perception. It's all about emotion, and the people that can contain their emotions and know when to buy, know to buy during the fear and sell during the greed, those are the people that are going to do the best on that next run. All right, guys, now I wanted to pull up Bitcoin on the chart just to kind of show you a little more context. Where do you think this can land? It is very possible we try to establish this. If this falls here where we're actually currently at this $22,000 area, our next level of support is roughly around 18,000. I would expect even 20,000 could be a new psychological support that we could possibly establish moving forwards. We don't have that as a previous area of support, but it's very possible that it does become our next support. But if we do not hold from 20, very likely we come and test 18.5. Guess what I'll be doing if we come down there? I will be buying, yes. And you know, I'm not going to say that right here, right now, we are at the bottom, but what if we are? You know, what if we start moving up to 24, 25, towards 30, you know, and then everyone's saying, well, it's going to come back down. It's going to come back down. I'm waiting for 15. I'm waiting for 10,000. You know, if you're really going to be that patient with Bitcoin, which, you know, it might not be the worst idea, especially if you're okay with missing out. If you're okay with it running up without you, if you're okay with, you know, not adding in, not just focusing on accumulation. If your focus really is just, you know, getting that opportunity, getting in and getting out, you don't have, you know, feel any need to actually own any for the long term, then yeah, maybe it's best for some people to hold until 5,000 if it does happen. I find it very unlikely, and I think that those people are going to miss out if they don't have any Bitcoin. And, you know, whether Bitcoin's at 5,000, whether you're buying at 5,000, whether you're buying at 10,000, 15, 20, 30,000, you know, for me in the long term, I believe that no matter what you are buying, even if it's under 30,000, you're going to see way more than a double up, way more than even a triple up, I would argue, in the next 4 to 5 years. So to me, Bitcoin is definitely a long game, and I do take these opportunities, you know, these extreme pessimistic opportunities to just add in. But let me know down below in the comments what you guys are doing with Bitcoin. Have you lost all faith? Are you selling out? Let me know in the comments below. Now here's one thing I wanted to show you. This is the Nasdaq. Over the last 30 years, you'll see that we hit our peak in February of 2000. And from there, the bottom ended up being right around, you know, September, October of 2002. So you're talking about less than 2 years. You're talking about a year and 6 months to 8 months of a drop. And then also, you know, the 2008 crash. We started 2007 October. We hit the bottom in January of 2009. That's, about a year and a couple months, year and 6 months. So could this crash be about a year and 6 months? Could this be about 2 years? Could this be about a year? Who knows? It's anybody's guess, but I do know one thing. I will be buying the fear. I will be buying the fear. Because if you were a heavy buyer during this time, if you're a heavy buyer during the 99 crash, you're definitely sitting pretty now. And even after losing what we've lost so far, you're still at a huge gain. And after this drop, looking years from now, looking at 2025, looking at 2030, I am certain that if I don't buy now, I will regret it. That's just how I'm feeling lately. But how are you guys feeling? Do you think we are in for a lot farther of a crash? Or do you think we're near the bottom? I personally would say that we're closer to the bottom than we are to the top. And that's my honest opinion. But that's it for today, guys. Hopefully you got something useful out of this. Hopefully you're not totally giving up faith. I know times like these are definitely hard, and the hardest thing for me is trying to keep that cash balance. You definitely have to show some restraint, but you also can't be scared to buy these dips. You have to take advantage. And let's be honest, this isn't a dip. This is a crash. But historically, it's always best to buy your high conviction stocks during the crash. Yes, some stocks won't make it. That's why you definitely need to look into the companies and make sure that they're actually making some revenue. Make sure they're not a pre-revenue company with just a story, because those companies are the ones that got hurt the most during the 99 crash. Just the shell companies, the companies with literally nothing, just a story, pre-revenue. It doesn't take a lot to find out which companies those are right now. But just be careful out there, guys. Buy the stocks that you love, and before you know it, we'll be having our mansion party. But that's it, guys. Thanks as always, and take it easy.